Hi, Britt. I'm going to do your past life wisdom and healing service now. So you've had kind of a tough go. You've had a challenging childhood. What you give, you try to please people, but you don't feel like what you give you receive in return. You're learning a lot about loving yourself. You're wondering if this is paybacks from past lives, and you feel confused over what you're doing here on earth. So let me connect with Spirit and we'll find out, okay? What this is all about. So it's sort of like a trickling energy coming down like this. It's kind of yellow. At first I thought, well, this seems kind of nice. It's a yellowish kind of but it feels like it's just bothering me on my head. Sometimes it looks like a liquid, like rain, like yellow rain. Sometimes it gets really thick and it sort of is like sticky goo and then hardening, but not fully. So it's just kind of like snot on my head. It's sort of got a toxic sensation to it, and it feels really like it's heavy or weighing me down further. I feel bewildered. It really does look like snot. I'm examining it, trying to remove it, waiting for further wisdom. It feels slow. There's the sensation of what would be a higher position in life where everything felt easy, where everything was handed to you, where you could have a table spread with all the delights that the earth could provide, familiar faces, friendly conversations. And now the table has a different version of a welcoming experience, which is not enjoyable at all. They are not saying anything about what would be sitting at the king's table, for instance. That's fine. That's beautiful. Your soul, that is a worthy experience. Every soul deserves to know what plenty and joy and the comforts of life feel like. Every soul does. But the soul also has to understand what not having that feels like too. They say, please don't be so hard on yourself. They say you have a lot to be proud of in this life. And we get why it feels confusing. This is complicated. It is I still have the snot feeling on my head while I'm exploring. I'm not allowed to remove it yet. We are exploring what is some sort of geometric shape, and it's coming from light on the floor, and then it's coming upward, and it's creating like the shape of a room with also kind of a triangular piece that goes into this light beam. And there's also the image of what is a door opening and creating kind of the image of a door, but then there's also this sort of triangle piece, and we are in a black room with, I can see the outlines of the walls that create kind of a cube or a rectangular space. So we're in a geometric shape, looking at geometric shapes, looking at light reflections. There is a man standing in the doorway, but this man is getting smaller and smaller now, looks like a child. I hear footprints across the floor. Not across the carpet, but like a wooden floor. It feels cold on my feet, and I feel like jumping into bed very quickly. I feel like getting snuggled into bed. I feel like resting my cheek against the pillow. They show me this image again, but this child is smaller now. Even smaller. What looks like... It's just too small. It's not human. It doesn't look human anymore. How small can we make this child feel? And then allow this child to still be a human being. I don't know how else to describe what they're saying here. What is a child that is thriving looks like a child that is smiling. We have a child that is in the shadow, the outline of a normal-sized 5 or 6-year-old, let's say. And then we see this image getting smaller and smaller and smaller, what is still the outline of the same child getting shrunken down in size, but is still doing the same pattern of run, jump into bed, but now is so small. There's a sensation that things are getting weary and more tiring. There's a different version of effort involved here. The scene changes. I see what is like a miniature wreath with a tiny little bell, and then it's ringing like this. It kind of makes me think of the holidays, like Christmas holiday. This creation is being handed to a child. What is a man who's really tall and kind of robust is kind of like a shop clerk or something, and then it's like takes forever to get to the little kid. Here you go. There's such a distortion of size here. Even a distortion of time, because it would just be like, here you go. But it's sort of like takes forever. The distortion of time. And what would be a simple act, it just feels like he's having to travel through universes to hand this thing to this child. This child feels so separated to this degree that it feels universes away from being handed this jolly gift. There's a shift in the energy again already. It's a sleepier sensation. There is a crescent moon. There is what is a full moon that is being covered by shadow more and more and more. It's getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and now it's just a crescent. The moon's, the full emphasis of the moon, the full moon, right? You can't see the glory of the full moon when it is covered, and all you see is a tiny little crescent. If all we ever see is a tiny little crescent of you, how will we be able to rejoice in your totality? How will we be able to really experience your illumination touching our lives? Part of this experience cast a shadow over you as a whole, so all you feel that is left is this sort of crescent piece. But you're still the full moon. You're just hidden behind a shadow. So we're going to explore ways that we can bring you forward so you feel your totality. I take the crescent out of the sky. I am putting it on a table. I am doing measurements. I am doing graphic design with pencil goes in this piece, and then I make a circle, and then I'm doing measurements on paper, and I have an X-Acto knife. I'm cutting things. That's kind of what I'm doing here on this table. But I am not solving the puzzle. I am not making sense of this. I'm trying to create something here. I'm trying to work with this. But I don't even know what I had a vision, but yet I don't have a clue what it is I am envisioning. I don't know how to even begin, yet I'm trying to begin somewhere. And what is it that I'm trying to... It's sort of like you have a feeling inside, right? You can't put your finger on all the different angles to why it is this feeling. What does this feeling mean? I know I need to start doing something in my life, but I don't even know where to begin. I'm trying to conquer this feeling. I'm trying to make this better, but I can't solve the puzzle of the feeling. I had an inspiration. The inspiration was take the crescent, set it down here, and now I'm at work. but I am so lost and confused at what do I do from here? I don't know. I'm trying, but nothing is making sense. We move this desk out of the way, and there is a small child with arms like this and all curled up under this desk, like table. It's a wooden table. It's kind of small to be a kitchen table, drafting table. I'm welcoming this part of you to come out now. I'm showing you the full moon. You're pointing, and I say yes. You say yes, that is it. Now we understand. There is no efforts that need to be made. All we have to do is allow the full moon to reveal itself when the time is right. How do we force the full moon to come out? Can't force it. We can draft an image of the full moon. It's still never going to be the full moon. Only the moon can be the moon. So we just allow time to pass, and then the full moon reveals itself. This part of your inner child is really full of glee and happiness because it understands that there is a cycle to every experience, and that we are reaching a point now where the moon can start to shine, where you can start to really show us who and what you are. I'm surprised by how self-sufficient this child is. Not, I don't feel a brokenness to this child reflection. In fact, the child seems to have such a higher awareness and seems to understand and is self-sufficient, even sturdy and strong on its feet and pointing at the moon. I keep seeing what is a reflection of male, like a male energy. Like the child that kept running into bed, it looks like a boy. And this inner child too looks like a boy. I don't know what that means to you. We are both male and female. It doesn't matter if you're male, I see female reflection. There's some part of your female identity. So for you, there's some part is this masculine energy identity is showing itself repeatedly. This part of you is jumping up and down and is still pointing at the moon and looking so much happier and more excited. You have red hair, it's really thick, and cute freckles, and you're a boy of maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5. Maybe 6 years old at most. You're wearing kind of an older garment, like a dressing gown, but you're a boy. It's a cloth piece. It's got long arms, long sleeves, and then comes down to the ankles. You're ready to see Santa Claus. You're pointing it into the sky and feel very sure that Santa is going to come visit. That's the way this feels. You're really excited about presents and wrapping paper and Christmas trees. And you're wearing a sweater, one that was hand sewn, knitted, a knitted sweater. It's really thick too. It's got a dark blue threading and some sort of a greenish color to it, and then an orange and burnt, like a darker orange and red. A very dark red, almost brown. And they just blend together. Wearing corduroy pants that are brown. There's so much happiness and joy, but it's starting to fade out. It's starting to show me the moon is fully covered. We can't see a moon at all because what is in your heart is not the full moon, the bright light in the night sky. It is fully covered by shadow now. There's no more joy on your face. There's no more excitement. You're very accepting of I'm shocked by how you're very accepting. You are so overjoyed and so happy. They aren't showing me what happens, but something completely dampens the joy. It completely extinguishes it. And when it is extinguished, you are still surprisingly accepting. That is extraordinary. That is amazing. I don't know how you are so accepting, but you are. And that's a big deal. They show me that when you are holding back tears, there are spiritual reflections that love you so much that are shedding the tears for you. They show me what is like a mom and a dad in the spirit realm. They're holding each other's hands, but kind of holding each other as well, like really holding each other close together. And they're looking at your face, getting so sad, and you are accepting, instantly accepting, and the acceptance prevents you from crying, although you feel so much grief and sadness in your heart. And then they in the spirit realm are crying for you. It's almost as if this child version creates parents who love him, understand, and they are crying because they are the tears for his tears that he cannot shed. They say, "We love you so much." They enter into this scene with the boy and they hold him. He's sitting on the floor, resting against a couch. He doesn't notice them right now, but they're there holding him. They're there holding you, they say. But that doesn't take away the memories or the pain. But it does have meaning, because the meaning is that you are loved and cared about in this world. And you need to know that, and you need to start feeling that in your heart. It doesn't have to come from yourself over and over and over again. It does come from places, other places in creation. They're saying to this boy, "Do not be afraid to open your heart so that you can feel these two loving you, holding you, comforting you in a way that you needed and weren't able to experience." They show me these two, the mom and a dad, intertwining into an energy that is being breathed into the boy's heart, and he instantly feels something that happened in his heart, and it's like love just turned the light on. Love just illuminated this full moon. I mean, it's instantly a moment. I feel a vibration like a gong feeling inside my heart portal, and it's full of energy that creates light, love that creates light. This boy's eyes are starting to light up. It's not just about acceptance because he knows that nothing is going to change, but he got to experience love that came from outside, not from himself, loving himself, trying to experience love, joy. It actually came into him from some other place, entered into his heart, and it gave him power, self-confidence, it's understanding, higher understanding. To a degree that it almost is as if he's transitioning into being the adult that knows better, and knows better to such a degree that none of these actions, I am powerful in love, and my heart is strong, and I know who and what I am, and I am sturdy on my stance, and I am not going to let any of this touch my heart and make me feel like I even have to hold back my tears, and make me feel like in my mind all of these different things that were kind of a battle of emotions and thoughts, that I'm choosing acceptance over and over again. It isn't about that. It's just about you understanding to such a degree that you're beyond all of that. is helping you to let go or cut ties with those feelings. This energy is helping you to literally cut all the cords of memories that are still feeding you with that moment. They show me what is this super strong boy full of love in the heart, and what are scissors cutting all kinds of threads like made his sweater. Threads are just being cut now, just like this, and all the threads are tied to everything in this image. And so they're just cutting these threads. And now he is completely separated from everything in here. So we're not sure what do we do next? What happens next? What happens when we cut all of these ties? What now? You are free to walk away. You are free to go as you please now. You are free to rejoice. They are not indicating anything associated at this time. They are not saying anything associated with a past life is what inspired this predicament. It was for the necessity of your soul growth and development, because your soul can experience challenge and overcome it as well. The fact that you have that extraordinary ability to be accepting is, where does that come from? It comes from a soul that has been down that road so many times that it's beyond it. It's the parents that are still learning how to love now. Those souls are still being challenged to learn about love. Your soul knows about it. Your soul already knows. So you already got one up on them. They're really saying it's okay to let go of all of that. It's okay to see that as part of what was. They say, how does it feel to know that there's no karma involved with this? That your soul is helping your parents' souls to learn more about love. Now, is it your responsibility to feel their shortcomings? Or can you just grow beyond it now and know that it was a gift your soul gave? And unfortunately, it was painful and it really stunk. But that's how awesome your soul is, that you could actually enter into experiences where you are a learning teacher for others. That's a big deal because you needed that. That's the super hug you need. They're holding your soul some more, specifically the inner child. Inner child is feeling a lot more of the warm embrace of heaven and blessing that heaven provides those souls who endure very hard experiences, shattering experiences. They're nurturing you with more and more energy of love. It is hitting you everywhere simultaneously, but really felt in the heart portal region. There's a green vapor that is surrounding you. There are angelic wings here. There's kind of a Archangel Raphael type of energy. I'm not able to see him necessarily, but I see massive white wings and extraordinary green vapor of energy surrounding you, holding you. This child version of you is actually growing into you. So they are doing this for you now. They are growing you. The angel is stepping into your reflection, into your head. The angel's head is in your head. The angel's shoulders is your shoulders. The angel's arms, hands, yours, arms, hands, torso, legs, feet, everything. The angel is you. You are the angel. You are green healing. You are healing. I can't find the words. The healing is not just being shared with you, but it is being shared from you, from your heart outward. You feel ready for this. You feel like it's been a long time coming. You feel the vibration throughout your chest going into your mind, beyond your head, beyond your feet, into the earth, filling your body everywhere. They say you are so worthy of love, because you are love. They say, now you need to speak these words: I am love. I am love. I am love. I am an angel of love who came down from heaven to teach souls about the value of love. I am an angel of love that came down from heaven to help other souls learn more about love. I can only say maybe they aren't going to accomplish it in this lifetime, but you sure made a choice to help, and it was painful and hard for you, and you need to know who and what you are. They keep showing this green energy is getting fuller and fuller and thicker, and it is radiating off of you. There's an emerald energy coming from within your heart. Your heart is glowing with emerald energy. All I see is the outline of an angel. I see white wings and a green orb, a dark green sphere. And I don't see any face, any arms, any legs anymore. There's just some really thick dark green vapor in here. And then I see a glowing green light on the inside. Not dark green, but a lighter green color. Like it's an emerald. Literally a glowing emerald is your heart on the inside. It is sharing so much love, freely sharing it. But when will it know it is okay to receive love in return? When is it okay for you to receive love in return? It was not for you to receive love, but it is now for you to receive love. It was their shortcoming that they could not give you love at that time. It's not your shortcoming. You are worthy and deserving of receiving love. You are this worthy and deserving. You share so much love. You are worthy and deserving of receiving love in return. More green energy. There is something I'm meant to do here in order to help you come out and open your body up and allow love to enter. Not just this angel reflection and all of this green energy. There's more to be done here. I want you to be surrounded by love, that now you are welcoming and saying it is okay. I am ready to receive and experience God's love, the love of other angels and spirits and even human beings. There is a fragile side of you still with this because of the learning, the conditioning. But this is huge progress. I'm asking Archangel Raphael to enter the scene so we can see him here as a part of this healing for you. He is smiling really delightfully. He has a really happy, loud voice. He has even a giggly side of his personality. He is showing that there is what is an emerald pyramid that you are on the inside of. You are in a sort of you're in like a lotus position style, sitting down inside of a green glowing, emerald glowing pyramid. You are inhaling his loving light and energy. They're saying this pyramid is connected to many who are sharing love and healing with you from all over the universe. He is smiling. He knows something we don't know. There's an orb of energy on the top of the pyramid, and it is slowly spinning like this. It is light that is coming out. The light from the top is actually descending down into the pyramid. You are inside, and it is entering into your heart. It is kind of like the illuminated moon. It is entering into your heart, and you are feeling it. And they show it as a sphere entering your heart inside of a green glowing pyramid, and then it kind of does this, and then it becomes a heart itself, and then it goes into your heart, and it's really sweet and really beautiful and so loving. He's smiling even bigger now. He's like this massive grin. He's like doing, like calling his servants to come and then serve you more energy. You deserve it. more servants. love her. More. He's really funny. He's really jolly. He's really silly and so sweet and so loving and so tender, and it's just so bright. You are glowing. The pyramid is glowing. He is glowing. There's so many lights here. It just looks like little white lights coming all over the place. And just so many colors, so many rays of light. Green light, white illuminated light, golden light, emerald light, dark green, light green, all different colors of green. You feeling so much healing on the inside of this. You smiling even. We're getting a smile out of her. It's your time to feel loved. So loved. It's your time to know that you did it, that you made it, that you survived it. You need to know how loved you are, how super you are for what you signed up to give to other souls who are still learning the caliber of love that you just know how to share. It's really a big deal. It's beautiful. I'm just going to stay with this here for a few more minutes so you can really feel the rays of energy. It's so beautiful. You are really experiencing so much more. They're showing me again the image where there's sort of a door open and the shadow and the way the light kind of hit, and there was like a pinnacle of light in the pyramid. They show me this. They instantly show me what was you and the healing and all the rays and the happy faces and everything. Now it just instantly turned black, and I'm in this room here, and it's sort of a black pyramid now in this room of shadow and this odd white light casting in, and a young boy standing at the doorway. He is not running to the bed this time. He is running to the pyramid. He is picking it up, and he is holding it. It still is in darkness. He says, "Illuminate my life," to the pyramid. He blows energy into it. The pyramid comes to light. It expands and it glows in this room. It is absorbing in the reflection of the bed and the floor and the walls and window and the door and the light and everything in the shadow. The boy is now encouraged to walk into the pyramid. The boy is now entering into your reflection that is healing in the pyramid with this this heart. It's awesome. The boy is entering into your reflection now. You feel collected. There is a beam of light coming out of here, like that. You are surrounded in green vapor inside of a green pyramid. A green vapor is full of healing energy, healing light, and you are inhaling it and feeling a release of so many pent-up feelings that you haven't been able to feel exactly. You haven't been able to understand or put your finger on what they're about exactly. They're letting those emotions release into the pyramid, and the pyramid then is absorbing them and altering it's just healing them, evaporating them, however you want to call it. More old emotions are pouring out of you this way and that way, and then to the side, specifically around this region. Pouring out front and back and sides. It's just dark energy is coming out. You say, I don't want the snot on my head anymore. Done. They are going in and that scene, and actually it's sort of the scene is you with it on, and it's dissolving away. This energy is going in and like fingers and dissolving it. Instantly there's a blast of energy that is going in and out here. You are crying. They are encouraging you to cry. They say, please cry. They're showing the scene with the boy who held his tears, and the parents and the spiritual parents that were crying for him. Now you are crying tears, real tears, shedding real emotions, so you can have an understanding of real feelings and know who and what you are. They show me you are part of a rainbow. They're surrounding you with a rainbow of energy. It's amazing to feel it. It's like a rainbow of energy that's kind of like you take a rainbow stripe and then you kind of blend the colors a little bit and then expand it into an egg shape, and then you are inside of that, inside of all the super green and the green pyramid. And blast of light here. And heart shape. Inner child healed inside you, tears still streaming. They are drawing a heart. You are sitting, like people make a circle and they sit inside of it. Yours is a heart shape that you're sitting inside of. They want me to allow you to remain in here until this part of your reflection has absorbed all of this green energy. And when it feels like the time is right, which we don't know when, your soul will just know it's time, that it is going to, you're just going to continue to experience healing energy. They want me to identify it as I do with my soul rebirth journeys. The energy work takes place in an infinite space, and so it's going to be this loving energy will be there for all eternity, but your human body will feel it the most in the first 2 weeks, and then up to 2 months, but you'll really notice it the first 2 weeks, and then you'll start to adjust to it, to what feels like energetic shifts in your connection with love energy and the way you feel, and you just feel different. You're walking different footsteps. So this energy will really, they're just really emphasizing that you will really notice changes in the first 2 weeks. They want me to emphasize that with you, because this was a big job. A big job to really nurture your soul in a way that it really needed it really, really bad, to help it heal and understand its choices and what this life was all about. They want you to experience this massive healing energy really rumbling you through your body. So that is all that I can share. Thank you so much for this incredible experience. It's a real gift for me. And then thank you for your willingness to share it openly on YouTube. I think really hard life experiences, we always say I must have done something bad in a past life to deserve this. But it isn't always the case. That isn't always the case. You take a soul that is so loving, and then now it becomes the teacher so that other souls can learn how to be as loving as you are. You really need to know that about yourself. And I think a lot of human beings need to know that not every experience is karmically a karmic experience. Sometimes souls are just awesome and sweet and want to help other souls. Let go of your attachments. That's what they say. Just feel loved. Just feel heaven embracing you. Allow heaven into your life, and then let heaven change the reflection so you actually can feel appreciated, so that you can start walking into those souls who absolutely love you and can allow you to feel their love blossoming in your heart, because it's time. So that's all I can share. Thank you so much for this. And for those of you watching, if you're interested in past life wisdom and healing service, please visit my website at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching.